Hello from the land of TV. This is King Kool with another episode of King Kool's Distracted Movie Reviews. Today on the show, we're going to be reviewing the Pixar movie Cars, as suggested by my friend Adam Tellis. And if I had a thought in my head, I would have put these two episodes apart. I wanted to watch some between them, but then I just didn't. But we're going to do something a little different this time, because I don't feel like spending a lot of time on this movie. You'll see why in a second. But part of the thing I want to do with the show is not always have that I'm just distracted by a video game. So we're going to see, this is something I want to do since the start, is we're going to see if I can review this movie before my toast burns. Now, as you can see here, bread, regular bread, it's actually frozen, so I actually have some time. Now, I didn't freeze it to give me more time. That's just what we do around here. So, let's see if I can review Cars before my toast burns. It's set to 4.5. That sounds about right. Alright, get some breath. Here we go. So Cars is about a smug douche car who is a rookie and he thinks he can win the big circuit, but then he comes into a tie with two other guys. One is the old guy and one is the smug guy who wants to become basically the antagonist of the movie. I don't see why his behavior isn't that much worse than the Cars, but that's fine. So then they get in the three-way tie and have to do a thing in California. They have to go all the way across the country, and then through things far too complicated to explain, then he gets separated, and he ends up in this hick town in the middle of nowhere. And he's like, man, I gotta get out of here. He's voiced by Owen Wilson, which means he's completely insufferable. And then he's like, in this backwoods, I can't be here. You guys are in sophisticated cars, man. I resent it. And then there's an old guy car who's like the chief and the doctor, and he's like, look, I'm gonna try to teach you something. Here's my ancient wisdom. He's like, man, your ancient wisdom is dumb. I can't believe you do that. And then there's the hick, like towing car who's voiced by Larry the Cable Guy, and he's like, look what I can do, and he teaches him how to drive backwards. He's like, look at this. He's like, no way, this is gonna come in the climax. And then he courts the only lady car of the alleged appropriate age. I don't know how age works in these things. And then he takes him out. He's like, hey, let's go for a drive. And they go and see all this beautiful magic splendor. He's like, man, nature's so great. I had no idea because I spent all my time on tracks. And so then he's like, man, I think I underappreciated you guys' little, house here. And then the guys who were looking for him find him. He's like, hey, we found him. Thank God we can take him back to Hollywood or wherever the hell he's going. And then it turns out, oh no, the old guy called him. And then it's like, oh, looks like he was betrayed. But now he's not sure he wants to do it. And he's finally in the race. And he's like, oh, man, I don't have it in me. And then the old guy's there. And all his friends are there at the thing, at the race. And it's like, man, you guys, I don't know how the hell you got here, but all right. Now I'm encouraged to do well in the race. But then what happened? Huh? Could it possibly be that maybe he realizes that winning the race, the thing he's wanted this whole time, isn't what he wanted? Gosh, I just can't bring myself to spoil it for you. And like, I wasn't going to bring up the inanimate players because this movie is so on the rails. It may as well be on trains. If, like I said, State of the Union wasn't, so cliche we'd be all night if I brought the inanimate players. I'm going to do one thing because you've seen this scene a million fucking times. All right, here we go. So you defeated the bad guy, and that's great. That's what I do. I'm the hero. We have the promotion you've always wanted. I'm going to reject it, because I found something more important than the one thing I've wanted my entire damn life. Walk away. Come on. It's like I can name 1,000 movies where it is. Let's put these down. I gotta get a drink. Hang on. I don't know what my toast looks like. I can't see it from here. So, like, this movie, doesn't have like an original idea in its stupid little head. This is seen very at the beginning. There's two twin Miata cars who like him, and they're like, "Oh, we love you," and then they like their headlights pop out of their hood. It's like, oh, they're flashing their headlights. That's original, but this movie's rated G. That's sort of weird, isn't it? So, like, the one thing I want to get to, and also at the very end of the movie, like in the post-credit sequence, all the good guys get everything they ever wanted. And it's like, oh, look at this, this is happening, that's happening. And all the people who are even slightly antagonists, they're like, oh, look, I've been brought to justice, and my life is bad now because of this. It's like, come on! And like, we have to see every single person who ever wronged him just in the slightest way get some sort of justice. It's like, yeah, you deserve that. Why? Because he drove around the car and teased the Mack truck while he was trying to fall asleep driving? Driving while asleep is illegal. They should have been doing that. What the hell? I'm going to propose a new law here. Now, I'm one of the few people who went through the whole Team Coco thing without getting up a good hate for Jay Leno somehow. I don't know why. But I say this. If Jay Leno is in a movie as himself or an analog, and this time he's Jay Limo, then that movie's no good. That's what I'm going to say. Just, if you see Jay Leno and has a cameo in the movie, run like hell. This movie is dreadful. It's like, it's been written to death. It has like 13 writers. I'm gonna get a landing place for my toast. It's just, it's been overwritten to death. It doesn't have a single original idea in its stupid fat little head. It's like, I thought Pixar could do no wrong. I was wrong. That's the one who was wrong. And let's cut it. Check it out. I'd say that's just about perfect, wouldn't you? Alright. I feel like my episodes have been going on too long anyway. So I'm gonna eat me this here toast. And I will see you all next time. Remember, if you've got a movie you want me to review, just suggest it. I'm open to pretty much any suggestion you have. But that's it from me. This is King Kool. Drive home safe.